Now, I obviously know what you clicked here for, how I got into Howard University, and I'm gonna tell y'all that. But just for some context, I'm actually a senior here at Howard. I'm a major in sports medicine with a minor in chemistry, and I've actually already made one of these videos. I made it, hold on, is that 4 years ago? 4 years ago I made a video. I was wearing the same sweater. That video is so buns. Like, that's part of the YouTube journey for me, is being able to see like the progress. But that video is buns. Like, my way of articulating myself, how I'm able to just talk to a camera, the lighting, everything is just better. So I figured I'm gonna run it back for y'all, and I hope y'all enjoy. We are going to get straight into it. Hold on. So just so y'all know, when I applied to Howard, I used the comment application, which I'm pretty sure is what y'all be using nowadays. If it's not, let me know. I applied early action. In terms of my essays for Howard, I don't remember the exact questions of what they asked. I do remember what I wrote my personal statement about. I made it personal, which I think was good for me because it made it easy to write. I wish I had the full thing. When I go home for holidays, I can DM it to y'all if y'all want it. Just leave a comment down below. I wrote it on my passion, on why I wanted to go into medicine, why I wanted to go into the specific major, and how I wanted to change the Black community while going through that process. Just to give you some context, I'd always been interested in medicine or just helping people in general, and I think I mentioned that, like, I always wanted to help people. It kind of manifested as like class clown activities, like just making people laugh. And then I realized, like, you know, I actually want to help people like flourish and grow and just, you know, be better. Or not be better, but you know what I mean. I was dabbling in the idea of medicine. Remember, I shadowed a dentist and was just interested in, you know, being able to help people through like practice. And I ended up having a experimental surgery done on my right ankle when I was like 16. And that instantly put my mind into the world of orthopedics, because I realized how much influence and, for lack of a better word, power, but it's really not that. It's more just like the ability to help somebody that the doctor that helped me had. Like, if it wasn't for the surgery, I would not be walking with a normal foot at the moment. And that shifted my mindset, and like the reassurance that he gave me during that time was priceless. This is also all things I put in my essay, because they want emotion. They want to, like, you want to make it quick. You don't want to make it too deep and too sad, but you also want to make it, I don't know, that's just my perspective. So after that put me into the idea of orthopedics. I linked that into how I want to become a doctor and how I feel like it would be very fulfilling, and how I think Howard would be a great starting point for me, and why the community is for me, and da-da-da-da-da. My SAT score was an 11 something the first time, and I got a 1250 the second time. That's the score I went with. So, my grades. Please hold while we have a small commercial break. Yo, bro, do you like shoes?
Of course I like shoes. Like, why would I not like shoes?
No, but I mean like some nice kicks, like the ones where it's like, you know, they kind of expensive on a resale market. You can never get them for retail.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, I do be hating that. And it's like, bro, and they never even have a discount or nothing.
Here it is. Look at them. They are reps, but they look really good. They have the same, like literally exact same new shoe smell. The quality is the exact same. I swear, I felt a real pair of these before. They look and feel the same. Shit is not Fugazi. I have worn these. I mean, they are Fugazi, but they're not Fugazi. Now, when you go on the website, linked in the description below, or it'll be in the comments, just check which one. When you use code MAX, you get $15 off. Now look, all their shoes are literally under retail price already. So once you get that $15 off, it's cool. And it helps you play out, won't lie. I'm just promoting this because realistically, like, I know a lot of people be scared about, you know, oh, I don't want to dress up at Howard, right? There's a lot of people here that wear fakes. I'm not saying that you should go out, wear fakes, and be like, yeah, these are the real. I got a khakis jack on, you feel me? Don't do that. But at the same time, if you're just trying to get a look down, bro, 10 times out of 10, if you wear these, nobody's going to ask about it. Literally no one. Everybody's going to be like, damn, bro, those are hard. I like kicks. Bro, no one cares. So yeah, use the code MAX, get $15 off, nice pair of shoes, and let's get back to the video. So I wasn't the best student, honestly. I wasn't the most book smart kid. I mean, actually that's a lie. I was a book smart kid. I just didn't apply myself. That was always my critique. Middle school, elementary school is always, he's so smart, he just doesn't apply himself. That was my thing. When I was in high school, I had recently moved, so I wasn't in the right headspace, so my grades were not good. I think I had a C or a D in Spanish. I had a B in gym, which how you get a B in gym? Like I'm an athletic person, how you get a B? Okay, wait, this is actually crazy. So I was done filming the video, but I just checked my email because I tried to get my transcript for y'all, and I got it, my high school transcript. So I'm gonna go over the whole thing right now. Freshman year, CP Physical Science got an 82, CP Geometry 89, Honors English got an 81, World History I have a W, Honors World History, so I did take an honors class my first year. Honors World History I got a 78, Career Prep I got an 89, Health I got a 79, Physical Ed I got a 92, Strings I got a 95. Oh, I forgot to mention I was in the orchestra. Anyways, for all 4 years. And Spanish 2 I got a 67. My sophomore year I was in CP Bio, got a 79, CP Algebra 87, Honors English got an 80, USA in the World 93, Strings 99, Latin 1 93. Grade 11 I got a 90 in Honors Chem, 78 in Honors Pre-Calculus, a 89 in AP English, a 96 in AP Comparative Government and Politics, a 99 in Strings, and a 94 in Latin. And my senior year, I had a 87 in Anatomy, a 76 in AP Calc, a 86 in AP English, a 99 in Strings, and a 97 in Latin. So, my cumulative GPA was 87.4, unweighted, and I was 28 out of 114 in my class. Mind you, in my school, I was also one of the only black students and probably the highest ranked black student, if I'm remembering correctly. So that might play a part as well. If you were to look at my transcript, they say it's the upward spiral, the upward trajectory, which I think is important to note because it's like if you're a freshman or a sophomore in high school right now and you don't have the best grades, like it's not the end for you. It's really not. Colleges in general, but also Howard likes to look at, you know, your resume and your application as a whole. And if you're showing growth, that's better than, I mean, not better. Like, let's say there's a student that was consistently straight B's, like their whole high school career, right? And then there's another student that was C, D's, and then by the end, like end of junior year and into their senior year, they're getting straight A's and B's. They're probably more likely to pick that one, especially if the classes were getting harder, than the one that was just straight B's. Look, there's a lack of black men going into college, going into higher education. If you're a black man, or even if you're a white man trying to come to Howard, bro, like the rates of men going to school is not as high as women, right? At Howard, the ratio is like 70 to 30%. All that to say, it's probably more competitive for women, I'm not gonna lie. Obviously, I don't talk to the admissions people, but it's also from what I've heard from my fellow students, like just comparing grades and stuff, like a lot of girls be like,
yeah, I had straight A's.
I'm like, damn, like that's not me. But another part that can influence your, your application, extracurriculars. So yeah, my freshman year I did golf and then I did track. My sophomore year, I did soccer and then indoor track, and then that's when I had my injury where I had the experimental surgery and So I didn't do sports again until, actually no, I was a like team manager for track my junior year. My senior year, I was captain of the soccer team. I was captain of indoor track, and then my outdoor track season, which I would have smoked. I would have been like #1 in the state. I would have been himmy, but maybe not #1, you know, maybe. But COVID happened, took my season. Cool. For other extracurriculars like clubs and stuff, I was a member of JCL for 3 years. I was an officer for 2. JCL is like a Latin club I was in because I took Latin classes. I was a nerd. Like I love Percy Jackson, so like Greek mythology always was just like. So yeah, I was an officer for that for 2 out of the 3 years. I was a historian, and maybe I was a historian for 2 years. So that was just like we hosted events. Attended conventions, competitions, stuff like that. I was a member of the Green Team for 2 years, which was just like, Green Team is essentially just the place where I became more conscious of my carbon footprint and just being better with like recycling and not using as much water when you're showering and stuff like that. And that was just more of like a place for us to just talk about like how we can be more sustainable within our community and just as individuals, host little events. I was also a member of Science Olympiad for 2 years. We'd go to like events at Harvard and stuff. It was really fun, honestly. Like those were some good times, good memories. But yeah, I was a member of Science Olympiad for 2 years as well. Now for my last little bit of extracurriculars, my jobs that I work, because that is important as well to mention with your application, or put it, I think I put it on my resume, that's how. Okay. So, 8th grade year going into freshman year of high school, I was a counselor in training. Then my freshman year going into my sophomore year, I was a camp counselor. I didn't get paid shit for that, mind you. We're not going to talk about that. Sophomore year going into junior year, I worked at the local college in my city. And I basically just made like student IDs, like the little cards you get with your name on it and it says the school and like your ID number and all that used to get into buildings. Like I could give people access. I had access to every building. And then junior going into senior, I was working at the same school, but I was working in the bookstore, you know, like just folding clothes and stacking shelves and working a cash register. And I was landscaping at the same time. So, or I was working on a nursery and landscaping. I guess I don't really write what I did my senior year into it, right? Regardless, my senior year, like my senior summer, if y'all were wondering, I was landscaping, and right after lockdown, I think I got a job at the COVID testing site in my city at like in June or July. And then I did that for like all of quarantine. I hope this was helpful to someone. Big HU, Big Mecca in the building. If you didn't know, if you're new here, I'm a content creator, YouTuber here at the Mecca. If you subscribe, be greatly appreciated. More videos on the way. Some fun stuff, some real stuff. And yeah, that's about it, man. I love every single one of y'all. I appreciate y'all for coming by and clicking on this video on my face. Thank you. I still never know how to end